The moment has finally arrived. We did get news about land claims and also about land sale from Bitcountry Metaverse. They've just announced this today, which is exciting, and I'm going to be talking about it in today's video, so stay tuned till the end to not miss out what they've got to offer. We've also got some news about Moonbeam and some about Astar as well, which you may find interesting, which I'll be mentioning later in this video. So let's kick things off here. So Cenoform event is the name of the event that's going to kick off the land sale for Bitcountry, and it's going to be happening from the 18th of October, as you can see in this article. Now let's go down and have a look here. It is going to happen at 7 a.m. GMT, as you can see here. And the idea is as follows. So 90 raw land blocks will be supplied to the public. The intent of the limited initial release is to bootstrap community build metaverse growth. Pioneers a multi-metaverse platform that focuses on users collectively building metaverses. Now we already knew this information, and this is how it's going to look, especially with KuCoin, okay, when their land is going to be ready. Also Gate, as you can see in this image. There's also this one here, which was created for token 2049, the big event in Singapore. And so what are they going to focus on? Well, you'll be able to buy raw land blocks and deploy them into your own metaverse. Only a metaverse owner can deploy raw land blocks. So which is why it's very important to actually create an account. You need to create an account which is linked to your wallet. Once you do that, then you will be able to buy a metaverse, right? Buy a land block, at least. That's the idea here. So if you're not a metaverse owner but would still like to own digital land, you can buy an estate or land unit that is located in a metaverse. Okay, then diverse ownership of land units or estates encourages co-creation in a metaverse. Successful co-creation will increase the value of estates and land units with that metaverses. Kickstart your metaverse creativity with the Cenoform event. So this is going to be really exciting because they're basically giving you different features that you can use within the metaverse. You can be a landowner, or you can just buy a land within the land that's already owned by somebody else. Now, owning digital land gives you the opportunity to build an immersive experience. Creating a desirable experience will encourage visitors to follow, return, and get involved with your metaverse community. Metaverses with a strong following will be able to leverage the power of their community to run promotional collaborations with brands that will benefit from the entire metaverse community. That will benefit the entire metaverse community. Then owning and developing land units or estates inside of a successful metaverse is an investment. Landowners will benefit from boosted rewards in campaigns that can be used to bootstrap future metaverse growth. And by the way, you will be able to use NFTs. So say, for example, I create a metaverse and I own a land, and I bring you to my land, then I can give you rewards if you do certain activities within the metaverse, which is pretty awesome because they're giving the metaverse owners flexibility to incentivize the people that are joining that metaverse and that are performing certain activities, maybe watching a tutorial, things like that, right? So that could be it. Maybe you have to run around in circles for, I don't know, for 5 minutes or so. I'm just giving you an example here. So there could be different things, maybe even building something cool on the metaverse. The person that builds the coolest house, for example, could get an NFT from the metaverse owner, right? So that's another example. Now, your metaverse project is a Web3 portal for various fun and business activities. You will utilize metaverse to grow your community and businesses, build your culture and legacy inside your perpetual metaverse that lasts for generations. Your metaverse project can be strong backing for your NFT culture, an immersive space for your community to develop and thrive. You can create and sell estates to your community believers to accelerate the growth and popularity of your metaverse. Rapid initial growth of our metaverse will trigger public user gravitation and further growth that will benefit the entire community. Now, to enhance metaverse growth, metaverse owners can grant land units or estates to community believers that have proven metaverse building skills to enhance the experience and increase traffic to your metaverse. So you can even transfer land units to, or grant them to community believers, so they don't even have to buy, right? You can just say you deserve this land unit and then just hand it over to the community, which is awesome. And the community can then build, especially if the metaverse landowner doesn't have the time to build. Now, this is the important part here. So to be eligible to purchase a raw land block from the treasury, the users must have created a metaverse project. Okay, this is why it's important. You click here to create a metaverse project in 12 seconds. I am going to post a link to this article, by the way, in the description if you want to check it out, and basically click to create a metaverse project. Then on the 18th of October at 7 a.m. GMT, you are able to get 10 raw land blocks, which they'll be listed for public sale on the platform at a fixed price of 1,000 years. So only some people can do that. I am expecting the website to probably drop. I am expecting it to probably be facing a lot of disruption in that moment, simply because there are only 10, and with a fixed price of 1,000, it's going to be, there's going to be a battle for them, right? There aren't enough, I guess. So that's why it even says here, fixed price, first come, first serve. So whoever's fast are going to get this, and they're going to take advantage of it. Public auction. When? On the 18th of October, the first auction will start as soon as all of the raw land blocks from phase 1 have sold out. 50 raw land blocks will be listed for public sale in batches via linear auction. The auctions will be scheduled to run for 7 days and start weekly for 5 weeks. Okay. And this is where you can do it on pioneer.bit.country marketplace, raw land blocks. Now, another thing here, raw land block airdrop for the top 10 highest staked metaverse owners. So Bitcountry Treasury will give the total of 10 raw land blocks to the top 10 individual metaverse owners that have the highest amount of near staked by the 18th of October at 7 a.m. GMT. A total of 20 wallet bounded raw land blocks will be allocated to Bitcountry Metaverse evangelists who have contributed the most to the community. Now, keep in mind here that if you're not in the top 10, because it does give you the rank when you're staking that near, then unfortunately you will not qualify for this. So that is one of the disadvantages. Like for me personally, I'm under the 20th rank. So I'm between 20th and 30th rank. And so I don't qualify for this, right? But there are people that hold a lot of near and they can qualify for it. Now, applying for a land grant subsidy. Bitcountry Treasury invites all experienced builders to apply for a land grant or subsidy. Users with proven builder skills or testnet in the bunker will be given the opportunity to purchase raw land blocks for a set price. The raw land block will be a wallet bounded with the intention of the builder to use it solely to start creating a metaverse. Okay, so wallet bounded, that means you cannot sell it. Okay, important note, you must have created a metaverse project to be eligible to purchase a raw land block. Bitcountry reserves the right to accept or not the submissions. Also, future land sales. So future seasonal land sale announcements will be made upon the conclusion of our Cenoform event. So that's 5 weeks from the 18th. So the total initial supply of raw land blocks on Pioneer is 10,000. The Treasury will issue future issuances of raw land blocks will be determined by the community governance protocol. Okay, so 5 weeks after the 18th. Utility of land ownership in Bitcountry. Land ownership grants the capacity of activities and economics for a metaverse. Landowners can build immersive experiences and cultures for their visitors. They can build a popular metaverse which will create a community. It supports both voxel building and 3D assets. Landowners will earn extra bit rewards by staking their estate in the material campaign. Okay, that's in the roadmap. Landowners can program their land to give their visitors mini-game experiences. To be eligible to bid for a spot on the Pioneer map, the metaverse owner must have at least one raw land block deployed. Raw land blocks can be subdivided into estates for other users, but estates cannot be subdivided. Raw land blocks purchased can be transferred. To be eligible to purchase a raw land block from the Treasury, the users must have created a metaverse project. We are considering that the landlord would have the ability to rent estates to others so that the landlord doesn't have to do development, the roadmap, as per the roadmap. Yeah, this is how it's going to be. It's going to be interesting. The land size matters apparently. The more land you have, the better. And of course, the more it is in the center, the better it is, right? The more central you are, the more valuable it's going to be, I guess. And what else do they have here? They're explaining about the 10 land units by 10 land units. I'm not going to talk about this, but I do want to talk about the crowdloan land, which is Kaosland. Okay, if we go down here, this is where they talk about estates. This is where they talk about the Pioneer map. As you can see, there's going to be different names here. Kaosland is not mentioned here. I'm guessing this is not applicable yet. But this is the one I wanted to talk about here. So Kaosland distribution. Now after this event, they will be focusing on land distribution for crowdloan users in Kaosland. The land will be based on land units and cannot be used to create your own metaverse. Okay, please stay tuned for the update after the Cenoform events. Okay, so the land will be based on land units and cannot be used to create your own metaverse. Okay, so I guess you can do something with those lands. I guess you can still build on them. They just won't be your metaverse. It'll likely be the Kaosland metaverse, which belongs to the team, I'm assuming. And on that, all the crowd loan contributors are going to get land units and they can build their own buildings within that one metaverse, the Kaosland. So I think this is how it works, but I'm not 100% sure. So if you know more, please let me know in the comments below. But let's kick it off with Moonbeam here. Now we do have some sad news, unfortunately, maybe good news to others, sad news for me personally and for many others in the community. StellaSwap and Moonwell DeFi did get the level 3 grant because the whales that I've mentioned have been supporting them in that referendum, and they have won. The yes vote has won, and so they're going to get a lot of funding from the Moonbeam team, and they're going to be using a lot of that funding to distribute rewards to DeFi, to yield farmers, right, to DeFi users. So it's sad news here because we're going to see a lot more Glimmer in circulation, and I really didn't want that to happen, to be honest. We already have the VC unlocks, the private sale unlocks that are taking place all the time. We've got the crowd loan distribution, which is still ongoing until October 2024. And now on top of that, we also have the staking rewards, of course, but that's not a big deal. It's just 5%. But now we've got this from StellaSwap and Moonwell, where I can expect more Glimmer to be in circulation. So yeah, I'm not happy about this personally, but yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are you happy with this? Are you not? And finally, I want to close it off with Astar. They have announced something cool here. So they have announced that they've opened the channel with Interlay, the HRMP channel, which means that you will now be able to transfer Inter, which is Interlay's coin, and of course bring Inter BTC over to Astar. So that's going to open the gate for Bitcoin to be minted onto Interlay, and then from there to be transferred over to Astar to be used for various dApps that may use it. One other thing I wanted to show you here from Astar, which I think is really cool, is hexa farming. So they're giving you rewards as well if you decide to stake with certain dApps, as you can see here with Astar, with ArtSwap, with different ones here. And there's this picture here which shows you the team. This is Astar Japan, and looking at this, I mean, it just shows that their community is humongous here. And so yeah, as you can see, a lot of these are students, developers, and entrepreneurs, okay? And the community is quite big. I mean, look at the size of this hole, and it's going all the way till the end. And aside from this, there are all the other people that are part of Astar, right, which are not in this room. So yeah, Astar Japan is definitely a big community, and I can see this continue to grow, so kudos to the team for that. But that's been it from today's news video. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.